Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Let's Learn Crochet, in which I teach myself, basically, how to crochet. I've made a couple of items so far. In the first episode I made slippers, then I made a Christmas hat, and then I made this sweater, which I'm wearing right now, and I'm so in love with this. I'm so proud of it. And I'm now going to move on to a cardigan. Not just any cardigan. I found a pattern on Ravelry for a Monarch Butterfly cardigan, which I like. It's kind of whimsical and I think it could be really, really cute. So I bought it. Now I did see some reviews saying that it's basically just one chart with not that many instructions, but I've kind of skimmed through the whole thing and I feel like there's not going to be any issues. I do see instructions and I see a chart, so what more do you need? So for the yarn, I have, well, at the moment I only have one skein of this Hobby Daily Stitch acrylic. Normally I don't like to use acrylic, but I think it's going to be fine for this project. I don't know why I only bought one. I definitely need, I think, 5. So I ordered some more. They should arrive tonight, but again, start with 1. And then for the accent color, I got this. This is Hobby Mocktail in this kind of, I just realized that it's in kind of same color scheme as this sweater that I'm wearing, which is unusual for me. Normally I gravitate towards the blues. It's kind of a pink toned skein of different shades of pink, and there is some metallic thread in there as well. I kind of imagined kind of like iridescent butterfly wings, and I feel like with this I could probably achieve that look. Hopefully, we'll see. So I got a couple of skeins of this as well. I have everything here on my iPad. I'm not really sure about the sizing. There are 3 sizes given and I don't really feel like I really know which one I'm supposed to make. So I'm just going to make the medium. We will see. Maybe I have to adjust it at some point, but I feel like it's going to be okay. It's not a very tight-fitting garment, so if, for example, the sleeves end up being short, I can just extend them a little bit. That's kind of the beauty of crochet I've learned across this journey. It is much easier to add more rows in crochet than in knitting, so it's going to be fine. Anyway, I'm just going to start. I feel like I've wanted to say more, but I have nothing. So if something pops up, I'll update you later, but now I'm just going to start. And I need to start with the border color, so that's the black. And just, I was about to say cast on, no, this is crochet. Make a foundation chain and then work this whole thing. And the whole thing is, I believe, in double crochet, UK double, US single. So it's not going to be complicated stitch-wise. I just feel like the whole cardigan itself, the construction, the shape of the thing may be a little bit more challenging. So, but I'm excited. Let's do this. Okay, so I changed it to something else because I realized that wearing black while working with black yarn is not very good for filming. But now I'm at the point in the pattern. Let me show you where I'm at. I've done just a little bit so far, but now is the first time I need to add some color. And I forgot to mention this, but there are some little white spots on the butterfly wings. And for that, I'm just going to use some of this drop Nepal I have left over from my Christmas blanket. So I now need to just add white stitches and then just keep going. And I also need to increase some more. Anyway, so far so good. Also, I realized that in general, working with black yarn is not the best choice because it's also really difficult to see. And it really limits when I can work on this because in the evening I just don't see anything. I do have one of those neck lamps, but still it's really difficult to see. But hey, it's going to be fine. And now I've already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's get to the white point. Okay, now I need to make a white stitch. And I haven't really done any research really in how to do some color changes in the work. For the Misha sweater I made last time, it was at the beginning of the row, but now I need to do it somewhere else. So I'm just going, I think I've read somewhere. Hang on, I'm gonna see if this looks good. To just pull the yarn through once and then get the new one through there, I guess. And then that's one stitch in white. And then again, pull one loop through of the white, and then I need to switch again to black. I also don't know if color dominance is a thing in crochet. I mean, I know it is in knitting, but I have no idea. I mean, I guess that's okay. Let's finish this row. I guess that's fine. Okay, I am going to do some more research, but I mean, so far so good. I'm going to do research and then I'm going to continue. And pretty soon I will have to add the fun yarn that I've been really looking forward to. So, very excited. Okay, so I've done a little bit more. I've also done my research and it turned out that what I did earlier was not correct. I'm supposed to switch yarns on the last stitch of the old color, not on the first stitch of the new color. So I went back and I redid that and I think it's looking alright right now. I do think that the white yarn may be a little bit thinner than the black. We'll see if it's going to bother me or not, but I think so far it's looking okay. I've also added the first section of the fun color, the pink iridescent thing. And yeah, it's going pretty quickly. I will say yarn management is kind of a nightmare, but that's probably because I'm just not good at it yet. I need to tidy this up a little bit, but I will do that at some point. I am just going to continue working the chart and I'm really excited to get to the point in the yarn, in the fun yarn, where the sparkle happens. So let's keep going. I've also been trying to carry the yarn I'm not working with as much across as I can, just to make sure we have no floats here. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. And I think you can really start to see the interesting color changes now. It's looking really, really nice. I've also started working with the sparkly part of the yarn now. It's not coming across as well on camera, but I'll show you in some more useful lighting soon. I'm still going strong, no issues yet. And yeah, I'm excited to keep working and I'm excited to see more of, you know, like this little bit more of a yellowish tint come along and then this bluish tint. So I think it's going to look really, really nice. I'm actually having so much fun with this. In general, I really love color work also in knitting because generally speaking, almost every row around is going to be different. And that just keeps it interesting for me. So especially with this one where every single row is going to be completely different, it's just very fun for me and I'm really, really enjoying it. So let's keep going. So I did something yesterday. Let's just have a look at what I did, shall we? Yeah, I completely unraveled the whole thing because I realized it was going to be too small, because I was almost at the point of the center back and there was no way that the end would reach my wrist. It stopped at about my elbow, so that was way too short. So I completely unraveled the whole thing and I've started working on the largest size. Before I was working on the medium, now I'm working on the large, or I think it's technically large, extra large, and the one I was working on was small, medium, something like that. There are 3 sizes given. I was working on the second one and now I'm working on the third one, the biggest one. And I've also gone up 1 hook size. I started with a 5mm and I'm now working on 5.5. I'm not at the point yet where I was when I started to unravel the other one. So I don't really know yet if this is going to be big enough or not. I'm just hoping it will, and if it still turns out too small, I may just extend the end of the sleeve more. maybe, I don't know. For now, I'm just going to keep working on this. I will say, especially looking at it in the camera like this, I am so happy with the yarn choice for the colored part. I think it's looking so pretty, very iridescent, whimsical, just what I was hoping for. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going and we will see if this one will turn out big enough or if I have to make some more adjustments. Who knows? I have reached the halfway point of the back. It's supposed to be like this, by the way. This is where my hands will go. And I did try and see if, I don't know. I feel like the sleeve may still be a little bit short. I could always add some more rows here. But I do think that this yarn looks so nice. I mean, the fun yarn, the black one is, it's just black yarn. But the fun yarn looks so cute. I don't think you can really see the glitter in it, but it's there and it's looking really nice. Let me see if I can give you a close up. It's so pretty. And now I'm just going to work the second half, which is going to be the same, just in reverse. And once that is done, the back is done. And then for the front pieces, it's going to be this one just cut in half. So I would have to stop at this point. But we're not there yet. That's going to take some time. I am first going to finish this back piece and then... oh, and I'm also really, really proud of the back or inside, I guess. I think it's looking really, really neat. Very tidy. It looks much better than the back of most of my colorwork knitting. So that's a plus. Let's hope I can keep it that way. I finished the back. Most of it. I still need to outline the whole thing in just the black yarn in, oh, I don't remember, I think it's single stitch double crochet, depending on which terms you're using. But I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I'm so happy with the yarn choice. I think it looks exactly how I had envisioned it. So it looks very, you know, ethereal, iridescent, fairylike. Very excited. So I'm going to just do the whole outline situation. It's also big enough. If this is the center. See? So I'm just going to outline this now. And once that is done, I just need to make the front pieces. So that's this, but in half. And then we can put the whole thing together. But we're not there yet. Let's first outline this thing and then I'm going to start working on one of the front pieces. The first front piece is done. I don't remember if I talked about this in the last update, probably not, but I decided to not crochet the white spots along the edge because I was getting really annoyed with 3 different skeins of yarn. So what I did is just put in stitch markers on the first stitch kind of the spot. And I'm just going to add them in, I think now. I think I'm just going to, I don't know, embroider them. I'm going to try out some things, see what I like, and then just do that for the whole thing. Or at least
the whole front piece and then the next front piece. I also changed my color changing method because I came across something on Instagram and I thought, let's give it a try. Where you kind of pull out a loop. I don't know, it's strange. Hopefully you kind of see it in the footage. But I think it kind of helped to make it a little bit more neat and tidy. So I guess I'm going to keep doing this. I've also done the outline. Yeah, it's looking great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play around and figure out what I want to do about the white spots. And then I'm going to just get this one already blocked. And then I need to make a second one. I also need to weave in some ends, but okay. First I need to do the white spots. And the second one is the same. So we're just going to, I guess, skip past that to the more exciting point where we're actually going to put the pieces together. And then we need to do some ribbing and finishing touches, but we're getting there. It is going really, really quick. I've been spending a lot of evenings with my neck lamp thingy, because this is black yarn. It's really impossible to see when it gets dark, but with the neck lamp, it works. And I've been having a great time, so let's continue having great times.
Okay, I have a couple of updates actually. I finished embroidering the dots on the front panel, one of the front panels. And I think it's looking pretty good from a distance. I mean, up close, it's definitely not like perfect embroidery or stuff like that, but it gets the job done and I think it looks really nice from a distance. I mean, it looks better than the crocheted white dots that I have on the back, so that's a plus. I also finished the second front piece. We have now 2 front pieces. I also embroidered the dots on the second front piece. Now I have one more update. A lot of updates in one little update, but I did something and I don't know if I like it yet. I was kind of playing around with different options to make the colored parts of the wings a little bit more tidy, like the edges. So at first I used the colorful yarn to kind of make an outline, but I didn't like that. And then I remembered that I had some silvery, kind of metallic-y, glittery thread left over from Christmas decorations. So I tried something with that and I ended up with this right here. And I don't know, I think I like it. I just don't know if I would like it on the whole thing. So I need to think about this. I have some time to think about it, not a lot, because my plan is to now block the 2 front pieces, because I haven't done that yet. And I'm actually thinking of just steam blocking it, because this takes forever to dry, and that would be much quicker. And if I'm happy with the steam block result, I need to move on to the next step, which is actually sewing on the seams, or all the seams, kind of just the sleeve seams, I guess. And once that is done, it's going to be kind of annoying to embroider, embroider is the big word. I just backstitched the silver thread on here. So I think I'm going to make a decision while it's steam blocking. And if I decide to do it, I'm going to do that before I sew it all together. So yeah, I'm going to think about this while I'm steam blocking. But I mean, I have a lot of fabric now. And I'm excited to actually turn it into something I can wear instead of just different pieces of fabric. So let's steam block. So the front pieces have been steam blocked. It's not perfect. I definitely think you could use some actual blocking, wet blocking, but for now I think I'm going to leave it like this. And then I want to wet block the whole thing when it's done. I've also made a decision on what I'm going to do about this thing that I tried out. And I decided that I like it. I just don't think it would work for the whole thing. So I've decided to only outline the smaller ones, so these 4 and then these 2. And the rest I'm going to keep it the way it is. So that's what I'm going to do now. And once that is done, we are going to sew the thing together. But yeah,
I've reached a decision. I like it. I just don't want it to be on the whole thing. So I'm going to now outline all the little pieces. So I ended up only giving these 4 little blocks at the end of the sleeve, kind of, the silver border. Originally I was planning to do these as well, but I think this makes more sense because these are kind of like in their separate little part of the sleeve, I guess. So I did that for all the pieces, both fronts and then the back. Now it's time to finally put this together. And to put everything together, I'm just going to, I think, crochet the pieces together. In the original pattern, they want you to sew, but I think I prefer crocheting it. So I'm going to do the kind of shoulder seam / upper sleeve seam, I guess. And then the sleeve seam on the bottom and then the sides. But yeah, I'm very excited for that part because then I can try it on. But we're not done yet because after I crochet everything together, we still need to add ribbing to the front as well as a button band, I guess. And antennas, I guess. Oh, my nail is falling off. I need to make 2 little strings, I believe, that you can use to kind of close it up and tie it up. But they're also supposed to look like antennas. But yeah, I hope it makes sense once I've done that. First, I'm going to crochet all the seams and then I'm going to do the ribbing. And then I also need to sew on some buttons. But we're very, very close to the finish line now, which is exciting. You have no idea the instant mood boosting I got when I put this on. I get so giddy when I'm wearing this. This is everything I wanted it to be. It's whimsical, it's kind of like fairylike. It's so much nicer than I was even hoping it would be. It's definitely now big enough. I'm glad I sized up because I like these kind of cardigans to be just a little bit slouchier, a little bit bigger. So I can even put my hands in like this a little bit. It's really nice. And then when it stretches out, it's a beautiful butterfly. And I think It looks so nice. I'm also really happy with the yarn choice because the colorful yarn, I think it was called Mocktail, it just looks so nice. It looks exactly how I wanted it to. Very like, it's iridescent-esque. There's some glitter in it. It's just, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm in love. I'm really glad I embroidered the little white spots on the front because I think this looks so much better than this on the back. And I do think that the little like silver outline embroidery looks really nice. It's a nice little touch to the end of the sleeves, I guess. It's also actually really nice to wear. It's pretty heavy when you just hold it up like that, but when you put it on, it's not that heavy anymore. Now it is acrylic. Normally I don't go for acrylic because I don't like how it makes me feel. It makes me sweaty and stuff like that. But if I just wear something else underneath this, it's going to be fine. It's really comfortable. Yeah. I find myself just kind of putting my hands in the sleeves and just walking around like this. I'm so happy. This has been a incredibly successful project. Also not that many issues along the way, so that's great. This was my first real like big colorwork project. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. Anyway, I now just want to just kind of keep fluttering around in this thing, so I'm going to end this here. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on my other crochet videos. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.